Hey, Datwan here. Do me a favor, if you support this channel, please give us a like, comment, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. This clip that we're about to show you is from New Age Podcast. The link is going to be in the description. I thought it was very interesting to see Mark Zuckerberg on Lex Fridman podcast recently talking about the Metaverse. Like him or don't like him, it was interesting to see his mind and to see where he thinks the world is actually going. So, welcome to the New Age. Alright, let me get into it. So, can anybody guess how old Mark Zuckerberg is?
I would say he's 38.
He's 37 years old. Can anybody guess Mark Zuckerberg's net worth from Forbes?
$3 billion.
Mark Zuckerberg is worth $75.3 billion. Recently, on February 3rd, when Meta stock, aka Facebook stock, plummeted, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth dropped $31 billion. I mean, a lot of people was dancing on his grave, thought this was the end of Facebook. The Meta move has backfired. So, I'm going to go out on a ledge and say that Mark Zuckerberg will be and will have the number one Metaverse platform. Be the number one Metaverse player. I was watching an interview yesterday with him and Lex Fridman. He said something interesting to me.
I think that's really important stuff. So when I think about Meta's contribution to this field, I have to say it's not clear to me that any of the other companies that are focused on the metaverse or on virtual and augmented reality are going to prioritize putting these features in the hardware because, like everything, they're trade-offs, right? I mean, it adds some weight to the device, maybe it adds some thickness. You could totally see another company taking the approach of let's just make the lightest and thinnest thing possible, but I want us to design the most human thing possible that creates the richest sense of presence. And because so much of human emotion and expression comes from these like micro movements. If I move my eyebrow, a millimeter, you will notice, and that means something.
So what he put emphasis on was in this AR VR world, some people will want to scale down the wearables because they're going to be big or He said, what we just want to do is make the best virtual reality, augmented reality product. Think about this. Would you rather wear a headset or would you rather wear glasses or goggles?
Just with my experience with the Oculus, I'd rather wear glasses. It's kind of heavy.
This is where I think Mark Zuckerberg is taking an interesting approach. I think most people would say they would rather wear glasses and goggles, just like you just said, right? From what I got from the interview, Mark Zuckerberg isn't interested in making the quote-unquote cheapest product or the quote-unquote minimal product to make it look good or this, that, and the third. He's focused on making sure when you enter his virtual reality that it's going to be the best experience no matter how much of the technology he has to give to you to actually experience it, right? It's a hot take. I'm going out on a limb, but I do think he's going to be the biggest player. And it reminded me of Ready Player One. When we think about Ready Player One, what did they have to do? I'm talking about a movie, everybody. You can go look at it. It's a nice movie. What did they have to do to get in that virtual world?
They put the ceiling, right?
They had to go into this. Yeah, they had to put on a uniform, type of a physical wear in order to enter into that verse.
That's it.
they went into some type of
They went in a booth.
Like Superman.
They went in a booth. They basically went in like this chair booth. I think Mark Zuckerberg will develop a product like what we just named. Whereas though some people will try to scale it back and make it look cool. If Mark Zuckerberg zigs while everybody zags and make it where I have to put on a suit to be in this with a Ready Player One type of feel, I think he'll win. I think he'll win. And he's focused on bringing the best virtual reality experience. I think that is going to be the reason why Mark Zuckerberg, I'm going out on a limb, will rebound after the 31 billion stock plummet. After everybody been dancing on his grave and crip walking on his grave, I think he'll come back. He's 37 years old. He has plenty of time. What I realized last night is this isn't a 5-year, 10-year, this is a 10-year, 20-year, 30-year play. I think he'll dominate it in the future. Hope you enjoyed that video. What do you think about the metaverse? Do you think Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse is going to succeed or not succeed? Remember, the link is in the description for that podcast episode. Thank you. In New Age, we trust.